Hey guys, welcome back to our channel GTM Vlogs. Today I'll be sharing the recipe of how to make this yummy mutton halim. So for that, in a pressure cooker I've taken 500 grams of mutton, 1 tablespoon of ghee, 2 to 3 green chilies and 1 to 2 tablespoons of red mirchi powder, and I've added water till the mutton is submerged. So now we need to roast 2 tablespoons of whole white urad dal, 2 tablespoons of Bengal gram and 2 tablespoons of pigeon pea. After roasting them, we need to take 2 tablespoons of rice and 2 tablespoons of oats, and we need to roast them. And then here I have roasted 10 to 20 groundnuts and 5 to 6 kaju. So now for the masalas, I have taken 1 tablespoon jeera, 10 to 20 peppercorns, 5 to 6 cloves, 2 to 3 green cardamom, 2 to 3 leaves of bay leaf, 1 cinnamon and 2 to 3 maize, and 1 small cup of wheat bran and ghee. So in a pan I have taken 2 tablespoons of ghee and I have put it in high flame. And then I've added in the onions like this. And now we're going to roast it. And once the onions are like this, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. And then in another pan I'm going to add in all the masalas. After adding in the masalas, I'm going to roast these two. Now we are going to grind all the dal and the rice. And we're going to even add in the kaju and the groundnut and the oats. And also the wheat bran. Once the masalas are roasted, we are going to add in all the bay leaves, and we're going to add in some of the peppercorns, elaichi and jeera. Now in a bowl I have taken 3 cups of water. We are going to use this water to soak the dal which we have grinded right now. So after adding 3 cups of water, I am going to add ghee. Here I have taken 2 tablespoons of ghee. And then I'm going to add in the mixture which we grinded. It is not too thin, it is broken into small pieces, you can see. And now we're going to mix this. So these are the onions which we left for frying. They have to be a little more brown, then we can remove it from the heat. So now we are going to transfer the dal mixture into another bowl. We need to add water twice of the mixture. So for example, if it is 1 cup of dal, then we need to add 2 cups of water. So once the onions are like this, they are ready. We do not need to keep them till they become full brown, because of the heat in the onions, they'll turn brown. So after the onions are ready, we'll move on to the next step, which is to mix the mixture of dal. So you can see I've put it in the stove. So it has to become very thick, so it starts boiling, then you can mix it. The base of the pan is usually likely to stick. We need to keep it in low flame and we need to keep mixing it. So the mutton has to give 10 whistles, as I already told. So after 10 whistles, you can see how the mutton is falling apart. So it has to come apart like that. You can also do this with boneless mutton. So as the mutton is falling apart after 10 whistles, now I'm going to remove the oil or the syrup which has come up. This will be used for the taste in the last part. If you want, you can add salt to this gravy which has come up. We need to remove all the gravy from the mutton. This is the mutton. So the mixture of dal will start boiling. You need to keep stirring it, and you can remove it from the heat once the mixture is thick like this, and you have to keep mixing it till it cools down, because we have to grind it. So it has to cool down. By the time you can mash the mutton which you have just boiled for 10 whistles, it has to become like this. We need to mash the whole mixture. And then once your mutton is like this, you can put it on flame. Here I've put it on flame. By this time the dal would have cooled down. So now you can grind the dal. So you need to make it into a thin paste and you have to add it into the mutton which is on the stove. Mix it properly so that it doesn't stick to the pan. And then after adding the whole dal mixture which is grinded into thin paste, you need to mix the mixture well. You need to put it in low flame and you need to mix it. And then I've added 2 sticks of pudina, 1 stick of coriander and onions which we fried before. Onions I've added very little, not too much. And then I've added the masala which we saved earlier, which we roasted. And then I've added the soup which we removed from the boiled mutton. I have added approximately half cup of this juice. So this is where the spiciness comes from. And I've added in 7 teaspoons of salt because I have not added it anywhere else. And now we need to mix it well. If you want it more spicier, then you can add in the mutton syrup more. So now you have to mix it well that it doesn't stick to the pan. When the halim starts to give this texture, it's almost done. So once it gives 5 to 10 boils, you can remove it from the heat. And for decoration of a serving, you can use pudina, lemon, the soup which we removed from the mutton, and fried onions. So I've added in the soup which we removed from muttons, fried onions, pudina, and decorated with lemons. That is it, your yummy mutton halim is ready. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to GTM Vlogs.